So I was working as a part of large mining companies for a while. I could adopt most of those techniques, and I could also adapt some of the other techniques that I was seeing in the industry as well to improve, you know, data to to help improve visualization of data as well and get more value for leadership teams and for operational teams. I understand equipment, I understand systems, and I understand data. So all of that, came together, and next thing you knew, I was on my first project and really helping another mining company um, move forward very quickly. Right now, we're really looking for tier two mining companies and mining contractors. They are our bread and butter. We're currently looking at where we were and where we're going to, and changing our dynamic to heavy industry clients in general.
Mhm.
Um, it's where our bread and butter is. We understand assets. We understand those supply chains. It's really where we belong.
The average person that's sitting out there that might even see this, hopefully see this video, or maybe in the future they'll see it, you know, what is going off in their mind when they're thinking, hey, this is what I mean, I know we've talked about it, but hey, this is what I'm dealing with. I need to call Jeff.
Yeah, so it's generally the maintenance manager or the production manager that's looking across the table at his supply team with a big question mark over his head, and he's just going, why can't your team figure this out?
Yeah.
Why? And if there's way too many whys without enough answers, that's when that's when customers normally call me and say, hey, want to pick your brain first up. Why is this happening?
How far do you guys go, Jeff? Do you go, is it Australasia? Is it beyond that?
I've actually done work in South Africa. In
Really?
the in the Congo, we did some work um, remotely for the Congo, and we've done work in Canada remotely as well. So a lot of our work that we do is remote. So we're global. We did a lot of work on this during COVID, where we've refined our systems and our processes so much now, where a lot of what we're doing can be automated to a certain degree, where we don't need to have someone on site. Our project management process, which is ISO 9001 certified, is is now in a position where we can handle everything end to end remotely and still deliver a quality output for our clients.
So you were in business for the last 6, 7 years, you just said. You
Correct.
decided to get certified, not long ago. Why did you decide to do it versus you never needed it before? I'm curious now from my own viewpoint.
Yeah, so to be honest, it started off as let's get the badge. The badge would look really nice in the marketplace. And then we started looking around at each other going, I think that this is more than just a badge. We wanted to control our risk. We wanted to send the right message to our industry with the ISO 9001. And as we got further and further into it, not only did we realize that we were controlling our risk, but it was overhauling all of our processes end to end. That process became far more stable throughout. And now we're at a stage where we have a change management process that evaluates all the levers. So instead of going to a client and just saying, hey, this is the change, we now have documentation where we roll out and say, this is what we're seeing. This is the risks involved across all of this. These are the precautionary measures that we've taken previously. And here's what's resulted on this scenario. This is A, B, and C. And then we talk about that with our client to understand what their appetite for risk is as well before we move forward. It just makes it run so much more.
That's fascinating. What you'd say would not be uncommon to what other people have told me, which is, like you said, it may be I want it or it's a badge but they find these other benefits as obviously you have discovered those benefits as well and makes you a better business, which is we love hearing that, by the way, because The badge is great, and there are people that's all they care about is the badge. But yeah, you guys are poster child when you hear a business that actually benefits by it. That's genius. It helps them in more ways than just a badge that way.
We've got staff now that even when I put a leg out of the process, they're straight onto me.
Yeah.
They're absolutely straight onto me. But that's the culture that you cultivate within your organization. If you're willing to walk past those things, I'm sure that your staff are. But as soon as you set the right culture there, your staff don't walk past it either. They'll quickly tell me, the CEO, it's like, hey mate, this is what you were meant to do, and you need to go and do that. There's no hierarchy there. It's just you just got to do it. It's in the book. Go and do it.
Yeah, that's right. The business says this is important, and everybody's on the same page, and everybody says, "Hey, we need to do this. We said this was important, so you're only going to run better." Yeah.
Well, as part of that, the continuous improvement cycle's been good for us as well because monitoring what people feel or staff that feel that there needs to be improvement in areas, you know, even when they put the leg out of the process and I'm quick to say, hey, this is what it is. And they say, whoa, hold on a second, there's a better way to do this right now. And it gets followed up with one of the findings. We can then come back to that in our monthly management meeting and really dissect what that means for the process and move really quickly into implementing it.